Hi, I'm Bill Snyder, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and welcome to another intriguing and captivating edition of Bulldog Blitz. Intriguing and captivating because we are in the playoffs again, back for the 5th straight year in the MACJC playoffs. As I said, I'm Bill Snyder along with head coach Steve Campbell. This weekend we take on Northeast, and we got there by winning the South Division title, our 5th in the last 7 years, over HINDS last Saturday. And Coach, congratulations on the win, heading into the playoffs. And as you said, it wasn't pretty but effective, and we're right where we need to be.
That's right. Thank you, Bill. The guys really played well. HINDS has a great football team. We came out, really jumped on them on both sides of the football, did a great job of scoring, and when the defense turned the football over to us, we were able to capitalize and punch it in and jump up to the big lead, which is, that's been our MO the last couple of weeks. You remember earlier in the year we were talking about, maybe the lack of explosives. We're here lately. We've really gotten the explosives going. The defense has turned the football over to us, and we've been able to capitalize on offense. And so I was really proud of the guys. They locked up the South Division Championship, went undefeated in the South Division. That's great, toughest division in football, and now that propels us into the playoffs against an outstanding Northeast Community College football team.
And we're going to talk about that Northeast game in a few minutes. But right now, we're going to go back in time and check out the big win over HINDS. Now, Coach, we were talking about getting the new time machine. And,
right.
What we've done is the company that we work with you remember Gaddafi, ousted a few weeks ago. And if you remember in the original movie, Doc Brown borrowed the plutonium from the Libyans. So, 20, 30 years later, that's still an issue. But they sent us a temporary, so, it's going to work, but I'm going to tell you, fasten your seatbelts.
I'm buckled up and ready to go.
And here we go, going back in time, checking out the HINDS game. We'll take a look at that when we come back right after this.
At Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, it's like this. High school graduates can take classes close to home that transfer easily to universities. The convenience and flexibility of online classes give students of all ages the opportunity to earn a degree. Apply online and chat live with an admissions specialist or visit us on Facebook. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, celebrating academic excellence for 100 years.
And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. Here we go. One time in the mouth.
He gives, this time it's Palmer. Darrington Centimore is blowing that play up big time. He, Alonzo Lawrence were in there to shut that thing down. Otis Jacobs thought about catching it, now takes it on a bounce at the 30, and now turns it back the other way. Does he have the speed to get the corner? So far he does. 35, 40, across midfield, across the 40, down inside the 30 to the 26, and you talk about some improvisation by Mr. Otis Jacobs. The Bulldogs are within striking distance.
And as he takes the ball, Pursuit catches up with him. Now watch speed. This is where speed in a few blocks. HINDS takes two players out of their own, then he turns it upfield, gets another block.
Clinton Hatton, your quarterback, gives right off the bat. Coming around is Jacob Carmouche. The freshman is inside the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 3-yard line. The freshman from Lafayette, Jacob Carmouche, takes the speed sweep left, and it's 1st and goal Bulldogs.
They're ready to strike on the first play. I thought they were going to use some motion and try to stretch this thing out a little bit. That time they did. They came off the left side, big hole, big run.
Gillum is the running back. They give Gillum up the middle, huge hole. He waltzes in. Touchdown Bulldogs, just like that. Anthony in the gun, takes the snap, looking right, going for it all, looking for Leslie, and that pass is picked off in the end zone by Alonzo Lawrence, and Zoe's going to bring it out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and finally dragged out of bounds at the Gulf Coast 45. Alonzo Lawrence making a statement as HINDS tried to put it up for 6.
Did you see the wind catch that football?
He takes the snap, looking left, bubble screen to Bell. Bell at the 15, to the 20, got room in the middle of the field. This could go the distance to midfield. Javon Bell to the 40. Javon Bell is G-O-N-E gone. Touchdown Bulldogs, 85 yards.
You can't do anything but watch it and listen to it, because to appreciate it, you got to be sitting here. What a beautiful pass and catch. What a beautiful block. It had one block over the middle that sprung him. You can see it happening here out of the press box.
Nice job. All day now. All day.
He's got some time now coming off the side as Wells. Wells hits him. Ball is fumbled. I believe the Bulldogs recovered. Wade Wells got 2 steps on that lineman, and he zeroed in, and it's another turnover for the Bulldogs.
Well, he broke his block over there. Came in, the quarterback is blind side. He can't see him coming.
Matthews gets it this time. No question. Touchdown Bulldogs, 20-0.
Well, when you put him in there, you hand the ball to him. He's going to drive it over. He's got momentum, and he's got power behind that offensive line on the right side. Matthews takes it in. Is that his 9th touchdown of the year?
It is. Number 9 for Reggie Matthews. Takes a low snap, gets it away. It looks like it was partially blocked, and it was, and it'll be downed at the Bulldogs 38. Trevante Thomas in motion. They give it to him. Now the pitch to Bell on the sweep. Bell at the 40. Here comes the speed to the 30, to the 20. Bell is gone again as he goes to the pylon. They're going to mark him out at the 2. Either way, it's 1st and goal Bulldogs. I thought he made it when he dove, but they didn't. Doesn't matter.
That pylon there didn't do us justice that time. I thought he got in myself.
So it's 1st and goal at the 2. Up the middle, James Gillum. Touchdown Bulldogs. They are putting it on HINDS.
Wow, man. Right up the middle.
From the 40, up the middle is Palmer. 1st down and more across midfield. Palmer breaks it loose, down to the 30, down to the 20, inside the 5, and in for the touchdown. And there's that big strike capability we've seen from HINDS. 60-yard run, looking left, fires a pass. It's picked off by Otis Jacobs. That is going to be a pick 6 for Otis. He takes it back 42 yards, but we've got a flag over here on the near sideline. Now they give Reggie Matthews off right tackle, bullying his way through 2 people. His helmet comes off. He gets the 1st down and more inside the 20, and Reggie Matthews being a man and moving the chains.
I think say, how does your helmet not come off and the flag not go flying when the ball carrier's carrying it?
They rip his helmet off, and then he gets popped.
No! Eliminate the big play.
49. Now they fake it up the middle. Reggie to the 30, down to the 25-yard line. That's a Bulldog 1st down. A little trick-or-treat on Halloween weekend. Bulldogs drop back into coverage, rush 3. They try to set up and open on the left side is Morales. Morales breaks a tackle. Morales, it's a foot race, and Quandarius Morales takes it 85 yards for a HINDS touchdown. We told you they could strike quickly, and they do right there. A blown coverage, and Morales takes it to the house. Coming in motion, Byron James. Clint Hatton takes the snap, looking left, does the pump fake, now going deep, and that pass is picked off by HINDS. They threw it right into coverage, and coming back the other way, tackled at midfield. He's got the power set to the left. Up the middle is Anthony, and Anthony is in. Touchdown HINDS. They're within 5. Anthony, same formation they scored in on the touchdown. He fakes the run, now does the jump pass, and it is incomplete. They tried the Tim Tebow special, but the Bulldogs and Dawson Wells were waiting for it.
We are ahead in this game. Let's play one play right here, full speed. Everybody, let's execute. Play one play. Here we go.
Gives up the middle to Gillum. Gillum fumbles the football, and I believe HINDS has recovered. Kyle Williams attempting a 31-yarder. Snap is down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Carmouche in the backfield. Takes it up the middle across the 40. More running room. Carmouche breaks loose. He is gone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No flags.
Yeah. At least right now there's no flags. None on the field. Right up the middle. Took it, broke a tackle in the secondary. Took it 30 more yards for the score. And the Bulldogs go back up and finally put points on the board.
And a freshman shall lead them. Going all the way back by the goal line is Malcolm Butler. Butler out to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. He's got room. Butler still has it. He's got Otis Jacobs to beat. Cuts it inside and takes it all the way down to the Gulf Coast 40. A huge kick return. Kicking into a breeze. Snap is down. Kick is on the way. It's got enough distance, but it is no good. Off to the left.
Here we go. Let's get it out of here.
They back off. Anthony, pump fake. Can't find anybody to throw to. Throws it low. Pass is picked off by Mario Gaynor at the 10, and that is going to put this thing away.
Boy, was he not in the right place at the right time. He camped out right where he's supposed to in the middle of the field.
Was it Purdy? No.
Gulf Coast will go to 8-1 on the year and 6-0 in the South. As we said, their 5th South Division title in 7 years. So, Coach, we hang on to win 35-26. As we said, the 5th South Division in the last 7 years, in the playoffs for the 5th straight time. And it was one of those, you knew somewhere along the line HINDS would get it going. They were really, jittery at the beginning of the game, and suddenly it became a ball game, but our guys found a way to win.
Yeah, they did. We jumped on them and made a lot of plays early, and then we turned the football over a little bit there in the second half, and really, defensively did a great job all day, with the exception of a couple of big plays. They went, their guy popped the dive for a big play. They got a great running back. He's got a lot of speed. He had a big play for a touchdown. They hit us on the deep ball for a touchdown, and then they made some plays that we knew that's their method of operation is not necessarily the long drive, but the big play. And defensively in the first half, we were definitely able to keep that to a minimum, with the exception of the one long play. Their first drive where they did score, their first scoring opportunity, we had them 3rd and 30. And we get a late hit. We had them 2nd and 28 or something along those lines. Or we're able to. Otis had an interception there that I believe would have made it. Should have been a pick six. We really could have put them away early, but HINDS, being the great team that they are, battled back, made it close, and then we were able to put it away late, which is what we should do.
The Bulldogs win it, now 8-1 on the year, as Coach said, going a perfect 6-0 in the South. Heading into the playoffs this week against Northeast, a game we will look at a little bit later. But right now, we'll take another break. Heading into the break, you'll be able to see the full playoff menu this weekend in the MACJC. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX. Welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Well, each week on our show, we take a look at some of our sophomore leaders on the team. This time, on offense and on special teams, we'll chat with sophomore Lamar Smith.
I just try to do my job, try to help the team out any way I can. If coach needs me here or there, I'm willing to do it. I feel like every time I'm on the field that I can make a difference. The role at gunner is like to beat the one-on-one defender, so you can get down there and make the receiver fair catch or make them muff it so we can get the ball back. So I just try to do that so they won't get a good return, there's a lot of people out there that's not able to get on the field right now, so I just feel like that I'm one of the blessed ones that's able to get on the field right now. We kind of like matured a little bit more, you know. After that first loss, we like, come on, we better than that, you know. So we trying to make our own destination, you know.
1st and 10 from the 15, up the middle. Smith, he kicks it outside.
Coach, he knows how to do that, you know, to make sure everybody gets the ball, you know, because we're all explosive to me. Any one of us could take it to the house at any time, so he does a good job of just giving us the ball at certain times. Once I got off the ball, I knew I was going to get it, so I did it just like I did at practice. Coach told me, well, you can't run up, head up to the punter, you're going to get a roughing, so just go to the side and knock it off his foot. So I did that, and I felt pretty good because, like they say, practice made perfect.
You know, Coach Lamar Smith, we could call him the Jose Akendo, the Jim Crash Jensen of our team, going back a little ways with those references, but doing fullback, running back, and playing special teams, you know, kind of a do-it-all guy.
He is. You know, he's an outstanding football player, very explosive player with a lot of speed and quickness. That loves to play the game. I mean, I enjoy watching him cover kicks. He's an excellent blocker. He can run the football whenever we give him an opportunity. Very unselfish football player that plays extremely hard. Great, hard-working young man that's going to be really successful. He's done a great job here. He's going to be really successful at the next level too because he's so explosive and he loves the game and he enjoys getting out there and playing and will do whatever you ask him to do, from covering kicks to running to blocking. Really reminiscent of C.J. Hawthorne that played for us a couple of years ago. C.J. was one of those do-it-all guys, very unselfish, that really made our football team great. Lamar does a great job. Pat Wilson is another one of those guys that tremendous at whatever you ask him to do. We've been blessed.
And we'll talk about how special teams and all the facets of the Bulldog team come into play against Northeast coming up here in just a few minutes. But coming up right after this break, we're going to check in with some of our other sports who are doing quite well. Heading into the break, we'll see the NJCAA Top 10 poll. Bulldogs moving up to number 6, and the 85th straight week that the Bulldogs are in the NJCAA poll. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
For 100 years, Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College has been the choice for higher education in South Mississippi. We're proud of a century of excellence from academics to athletics. Gulf Coast Community College has made a positive difference in my life and continues to make a positive difference in people's lives every day. Come join us for our Centennial celebration and participate in the exciting activities we have planned. It's like this and so much more.
Our strategy is just go out and play. We've been practicing hard. We asked our girls and boys to just come out and play 90 minutes, and the good Lord's been blessing us with wins. I'm sure the 01 team was a really good team. 02 we won state. The 09 team we won state regionals. This team here will make their place marking history too with the college stuff. They're a real close-knit team. They play hard for each other. We have plenty of depth. We have around 23 players. Just everything's been going our way. Ball's been bouncing our way.
And as you can see, our soccer teams continue to roll, winning the Region 23 titles, the first time they've ever won both of those in the same season, coming off the week before where it was the first time they had won state titles in the same season. Soccer taking on Tyler this weekend in the Southern District Championship. So we'll head off the pitch and onto the hardwood where our basketball teams are getting going here in the 2011-2012 season. This week we'll take a look at the men's team with head coach Wendell Weathers.
We do have a lot of experience coming back this year, Bill, from last year's team. I think that's going to help us. You know, I hope it helps us out early in the sense that we've got guys that don't have to learn as much as they just have to remember from what we did and carry on. We're getting a lot of leadership, a lot of positive leadership out of these sophomores. This team right now appears to have a lot of depth on it, which is going to be an asset to us as we go forward and start the season and, you know, down the road, I hope. We don't know who our better players are. We don't know how to substitute just yet. We don't know, you know, where we're going or what we're doing, particularly as coaches. So, you know, these scrimmages help us try to figure that out before we get into the season. It also, you know, gives these kids something to look forward to, something to learn from in the sense that they're not going against our guys every day. They're not going against each other. So, you know, it was a good thing for us. I thought we got a lot of good out of it. I hope we did. I was really pleased with the effort that our kids gave and how hard they played, you know. We have shifted to preparing for game situations. We're still adding things that we think that we need, you know, not that we'll do particularly from one game to the next, but things that somebody else may do from one game to the next. So, you know, we're still adding a lot of our offenses. We're still preparing defenses. We're doing a lot more full court transitioning right now. Everything's kind of moving forward to game situations, and we're still learning and we're still trying to mesh. One of the things that has shown up with these sophomores particularly, they had a lot of success last year, and it was probably something that, you know, with so many freshmen last year, I don't know that we expected to achieve all of that, even though I thought we would be very competitive. And that's just a big contribution to how hard they worked and what they wanted to do. Now, that being said, with these guys coming back, they want to they certainly want to take it one step forward. They want to get to the national tournament, and that's a long way down the road. But, you know, we have a goal, and we talk about it regularly, and we're looking forward to that.
And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Right now I want to stop and give some love to our sponsors, Western SIZZLIN, Raising Cane's, Jack's Home Improvement, Over the Top, and the Whistle Stop Cafe. I guess the trifecta, Coach, would be you go to Jack's to get something, you know, to build in the garage. Then you get a lunch at Raising Cane's, top it off with some ice cream from Over the Top, and then a dinner from Western SIZZLIN, and then maybe pick up something on the way home from Whistle Stop. That would be the, I guess, let's see, 5 is, that would be the pentuplet, right?
Pentuplet, yeah. I know this. Every time we head south down 49, my family wants to stop at Raising Cane's. Great. Anytime we head that way. Anytime we're in Wiggins, I mean, we go to Whistle Stop. They've got the best catfish, seafood on Friday night. So I'm a big Whistle Stop fan. The people that own it, tremendous football fans, tremendous ambassadors for the city of Wiggins, and I love the Whistle Stop. And then we leave from there and head right down Pine Hill to Over the Top and get ice cream. Great atmosphere at Over the Top, and so it's really good. From out of town, with teams function, we like Northeast is coming in this week. We got them lined up to eat at the Western SIZZLIN. Great food and great folks there. So really, we've got a lot of great sponsors that do a tremendous job for us, and great food. And not only they're our sponsors, but we definitely frequent those businesses, and they do a great job.
We certainly do, and as we said, we do appreciate their help here with Bulldog Blitz in 2011. Now we'll head in and talk about the playoffs. Northeast coming in. It would take us at least 35 minutes to explain exactly how they got in and the controversy surrounding them with Northwest, but we'll just say Northeast is the team we're playing. They come in on the field at 6-3. They've lost a couple of games, but they started out like a house of fire. You look at them, and they're happy to be here. They're probably going to play like there's nothing to lose, and those teams are kind of dangerous.
They are. They have nothing to lose. They did not know if they were going to be able to get in or not. So right now they feel like they've been given second life. So they're going to come in. They're going to play extremely hard. They're extremely well coached. Ricky Smither does a great job coaching and leading this football team. They started off, I believe, 5-0, and we're really rolling, ranked high in the national rankings. Extremely strong on defense. Their defense is ranked, right up at the top of the league. A lot of speed on both sides of the football. They're a big, strong, physical, outstanding football team. Good backs, good receivers, and they got a defensive back that's signed with Alabama, is committed to return to Alabama. They've got another defensive back on the other side that's an outstanding player. They got a 330-pound guy playing the nose, a 310 playing the shade, great linebacker. Outstanding football team that will come in wanting to win this football game, so we really need to play well.
Yeah, I was looking at their stats. There's 2 guys on their team that have 10 sacks, 2 guys that have 10 sacks, and one of them, I think, has 5 picks. So as you said, it's playoff time and anything goes. Right?
Once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. There aren't any bad teams in the playoffs. Right. Northeast is an outstanding football team. They beat the Northwest team that was second in the league in total offense. They beat Northwest a couple of weeks ago, came back and didn't finish quite as strong as I'm sure what they would have liked to have had. But now it's playoff times, a brand new season. All you got to do is win one game, and you're playing in championship. Mm-hmm. So our goal right now, I don't care if we're playing the Green Bay Packers or the Brent Raiders, is to win one football game. And we need to find a way to do that this week.
And you can watch that game at 2 o'clock Saturday at MGCCCBulldogs.com via streaming video. Also, listen on 103.1 FM, WOSN. We'll have all the action for you. Kickoff at 2 o'clock. And for all your sports news with Gulf Coast, www.twitter.com/PerkSID. For head coach Steve Campbell, Rich Cott behind the camera, I'm Bill Snyder. Thanks again, as always, for watching Bulldog Blitz. And we will see you next time. Have a great weekend.